Welcome back to Stauffer Garage, guys, and on today's detail, we're going to be deep cleaning the inside of this Jeep Patriot. That is trashed on the inside, as you guys can tell. The seats need to be extracted. The seats need to be ripped out. Carpet, everything, all the stuff needs to be wiped down. Everything that you guys love in these videos is going to happen to this car today, and we're going to make this thing look like new by the end of this video, which is what you guys love seeing the most, the before and after transformation as we go through the process and at the end. So if you like these sort of videos, smash that subscribe button down below, turn on those notifications, smash that thumbs up button while you're at it. Let's get started. Now, if you watched last Saturday's video, I had you guys guess in the comments below to win a $100 gift card how much change I found in the car, and later on in this video I'll announce the winner so that way you guys can see if you won. But it always amazes me with how much stuff is underneath these seats that I find. So I think one of the truly amazing things is if you look underneath the rear cargo cover of your car and in this spare tire wheel area, you'll be really surprised with how much dirt can actually get back there. And it's a great spot to clean every once in a while. Probably like once a year is honestly good enough. But if you've never done it before, definitely try to do that next time you detail your car. So despite you guys watching this detail, the one thing I'm trying to do with my garage is I'm trying to figure out different paint colors for the walls because I feel like it's too bright in here, but also in the background you see the Acro Mills box, and those are those plastic tub containers where you can store things in that have the open front to them. So I'm trying to be better organized with all of my stuff, trying to find a better spot for it inside my cabinets. So if you guys have any tips or suggestions or things that you have in your garage that make things a lot more organized, or an idea for colors from the walls and the roof of my garage itself, go ahead and list those in the comments below. That way I can get an idea of what you guys think would work well for my garage. One of the biggest parts about detailing is just figuring out the best way to be the most efficient as possible. So group things all in one, try to do all the same tasks at the same time so you're not switching your tools all the time. That is like one of the biggest things as a detailer, that you have to figure out what works best for you to make it as fast as possible, so that way you can turn the most cars to make the most profit. For me here, like this is a good example, is I'm vacuuming each floor mat, use my pet hair brush to get all that pet hair or any fibers out that are loose, and then vacuuming it once again. And I'll do that for all of the floor mats all at the same time, before I then go to spraying them with my extractor fluid, then using the drill brush, and then extracting all at once. So like grouping all of those tasks into one for each individual piece takes more time than just doing one task on all four and then going back and doing it all at the same time, if that makes sense. Now, all of you guys that are watching this, I am hoping you keep your cars spotless and clean. And if you are one of those people, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments below, how often do you detail your car? Is it every week, once a day, once a month, once a year? It doesn't matter. Nobody's here to judge. We don't judge anybody on this channel. Whatever you're having, whatever condition your car is in, there's no judgment. That's one thing that I like to do whenever I get these dirty cars, is I don't judge the owner of the car, because you can't judge their car based on how the rest of their life is or anything else. There's just no reason to ever judge people just for face value. Unless you truly know them, you have no reason to judge anybody. So go ahead and listen in the comments below, how often do you guys detail your car? And to go along with my previous statement, if you got beef with me, it's one-sided, because I literally do not care. I just do my own thing. And to be honest, everybody should just be doing their own thing and stop worrying about what other people think. And just know that you're the only one that truly knows the truth about you. Now with all the floor mats completely extracted, I'm going to go ahead and clean all these door panels off, and it's my typical all-purpose cleaner with my detailing brush. And like I've always said, all of the products that I use in my videos are listed in the description box below, so make sure you guys check those out if you're interested. I always try to use consistency in all of my videos. I don't change my products every single week. I have all of the same links in every single one of my videos because I've found products that work, that I enjoy, that work well for me, and that I always can say are consistent with results. So if you guys are interested, check them out. And if you guys have ever heard of flossing, this is my version of flossing. I floss my steering wheel. Yep, I floss my steering wheel. You guys can see here in this one spot in particular, and this is just a good thing for you guys to know as well, that not every time you have dirt on your carpet you need to use your extractor. The floor mats are one thing, but like the carpet here on this door sill, you can see in the bottom right portion of this video, it's slightly dirty. But if you spray it with all-purpose cleaner, use a bristle brush to wipe it up and get that dirt kind of lifted and the stain kind of removed, and then a microfiber towel to wipe it clean, that'll take care of it too. You don't have to use an extractor every single time to get it clean. This method works 9 times out of 10 for most stains. And if you do extract your seats, one thing to remember is that you use the least amount of liquid as possible. You know, you obviously need to put enough on to get that sudsy, get that soap into that fiber and get that stain kind of lifted to the surface for your extractor. But when it comes to dry time, that is a big factor in how long it does take. For me in particular, I have a giant box blower fan that I use to blow air across it and usually let the car sit overnight before it goes back to the owner or the customer. That way it gives us sufficient time to dry because you never want a wet seat to return to somebody. But if you're doing this at home yourself, you know, just any sort of fan, any sort of airflow over it will help. With things starting to warm up and getting closer to summertime, definitely use the sun to take advantage of the heat that will help, you know, evaporate all that liquid inside your seat. And the winner of last week's video on guessing the change is Kim Terry, who guessed $8.20, and the exact amount was $8.19, which nobody guessed. So Kim, I'm going to be contacting you directly to let you know that you are the winner of the $100 Amazon gift card, and thank you everybody else who commented to enter to win. And make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already for future giveaways that I'll be doing on this channel. One thing that really grinds my gears is this trunk carpet that's in cars. This little Family Guy reference if you don't know. But the trunk carpets in most cars nowadays have this fiber material that's really, really hard to get completely cleaned. If you get any sticks or twigs or dirt, it just literally gets stuck inside of it to the point where it's really hard to get out. Even with a vacuum, even with a pet hairbrush, sometimes you can't get it out completely. There's only one way to do it, and I'll show you guys here what I use. I use these cone-shaped drill brushes to just essentially go over the entire carpet, and I keep the drill going one direction, so that way when I start on one side, it's shooting the dirt to the other side of the carpet. That way you're not having any overlap. That is the method that I use, and then I hit it with the vacuum at the very end, and you know, it does kind of not tear up the fibers, but it does make the fibers all go one direction and kind of stretches them a little bit. But when you vacuum it, that kind of all goes away, and at the same time, I haven't found any better way to do it. And if you have any tips or suggestions how to take care of this sort of carpet, let me know. But for me personally, this is the best method that I have found to keep it clean. And one nice little touch is your spare tire and your jack and all that stuff inside that spare tire wheel well. Wipe it down, clean it, because next time you're ever in there, if you're ever changing a tire, you'd hate to be covered in cobwebs, dirt, and anything else like that. So just every once in a while, kind of clean it whenever you're in there. It just, every little thing that you can do to keep your car clean just makes the overall experience of car ownership that much more enjoyable.